gonna make some pasta. I have some cherry tomatoes here. I actually haven't made pasta in quite some time. To say the least, dating went horrible for me after I got out of a long-term relationship. And the thing is about toxic relationships is that they actually stunt your growth. So they keep you in limbo and they keep you from becoming the better version of you. And the one thing that took a back burner for me was unfortunately my cooking. And I haven't really cooked in the last 3 years, which is crazy. Like I have obviously cooked to survive, but I didn't cook from like a culinary perspective, which is kind of sad. And you know you're in a toxic situation when you're just like not doing the things that you love anymore. Like for me, I wasn't cooking anymore. That should have been a red flag for me right away. I'm somebody who's always interested in something and I'm always learning something new. And I found myself in a situation where I just wasn't learning anything. I was perpetually sad. I was perpetually in this position where I felt like I wasn't good enough. And I felt like I just needed to change things about my body and my appearance. If you're in a toxic situation, use this as a sign to get yourself out of it. So right now I'm cutting up some cherry tomatoes here. I love the summertime for fresh fruits and vegetables. Tomato has so much umami in it, so much flavor in it, and during the wintertime, it just tastes like a sack of water. It doesn't really taste like a tomato. Like tomatoes are so sweet and delicious. So now that we're in midsummer here in Canada, I feel like it's a perfect time to make a cherry tomato pasta. I feel like that's enough. I'm gonna let this boil. I feel like I'm conducting a science experiment right now. Now we're gonna make the sauce. The pasta's basically done. How I make my sauce is really simple. Some confit garlic. This is like my secret weapon. And then a little bit of that oil. Some white wine. Then I just like to throw the stem in, and then I'll tear up some of the leaves and throw those in. Sorry, I wanted to talk more, but this is taking a lot more of my attention because it's so dangerous. It definitely needs some salt. I have some Malden salt here. Some flaky salt. This looks so good. Okay, pasta's done. Always some fresh pepper. A couple more fresh pieces of basil. Yeah, I feel like I should put some of this on a plate. It's raining and I just made some pasta. Ooh. Carb pasta. Confit garlic is my secret weapon. Whenever I need something to taste good, I just throw some of that in there. Sorry, remember, you're not supposed to slurp pasta, but it's so hard not to slurp a nude, you know, when you're Asian. I could drink this sauce, it's so good. It's a rainy summer day, but it's a summer day nonetheless, and this is my favorite way to eat summer pasta. It's so simple, but it's so good. While I was gone from the internet, I actually worked at a Greek restaurant and an Italian restaurant. That's where I learned to use confit garlic for everything, was the Italian restaurant, actually. I just added more cheese to it. Sorry, it's like hot and rainy out. It's humid. It's always humid in Canada. It sucks. We never get that dry heat. It's always wet heat. When I tell you, I can actually eat this whole thing. It's so good. Summer cherry tomatoes make such a difference. Like, you can't get a pasta that tastes like this during the winter time. You can't. From cherry tomatoes anyways. It will still taste good. Like, I still don't mind making a cherry tomato pasta once in a while in the winter. It's definitely not the same. Like, these cherry tomatoes, ooh, they're really bumping it up a level.